You're welcome back. So we are making student result system ASP.NET C# SQL Server project. This is the part 3 video. If you not yet watched the part 1 and part 2, please watch them. We provide the link in the description, below description, please check that. So here we learn like how to make ASP.NET project with source code. You can also download this project. The link is provided in the below in the description, please check. In today's video, we learn how to create login page, then how to get the connection string, how to use the connection string to connect to the database, and compare what are the values you enter in the login page with the database table. If both are matches, then allowed to go to next page. Otherwise, we need to show the error message. So all this we learn in this video. Fine. So in the part 1 we give the introductions, and in the part 2 we discussed about how to create the tables and table creation, and this today's part 3 we're going to learn about like how to create the pages, particularly login page. So in this video I'll show like how to create the multiple pages. So generally ASP.NET website start with the default.axpx. The first file is a default.aspx. So for HTML web applications, so this is the index.htm. In case of Java also you can use the index.jsp. Even in PHP also we generally use index.php. Whereas in case of ASP.NET we use default.axpx as the first file. So therefore when you run from the particular folder, so this search for this one and it will open this particular file. So you need to create this first. After that, this is the first page. So here we can give some introductions. So we already know in the top you can how to create a logo, that is we already discussed in the part 1. Now what we can do is we keep here some picture here, some college building, some label and explanations, and we provide a link to go to the next page. We provide a link here. Then you go to next page. So here we can show you like admin login and student login. Then the student login. When you click admin login, so you should go to next page again. So here is the user ID and the password. Here. When you click this, it will take to the one more page. So where here is the admin module, and here the admin option should be there. So we'll discuss all these 4 pages, like how we can create all the 4 pages now. Okay, let's start Visual Studio. So here you can check if the project is already saved. The link is available here. Just click that link to open the project. Fine. So in this you can see that we create an image folder. Then there is app data, images 2. I'll try to delete this now. Okay. So again it's not deleted. Okay, fine. I think we are using this. No, we're not using this. Fine, we'll delete later. Next is the app data. We created the app data, and you can see the database is created in the second class. Now what we can do is, so we already created the default.axpx web page. So then we have at top, there is a logo. Then you go to format, set position is already absolute, fine. So we can move left. Then you want to change the background color. Fine. So let us change the background color. So let us change the background color. You can see there is a properties document. So earlier there is options here, but now it is removed. So what we can do is we go to the HTML source here. So there is a head and the title. Okay. So we can write in a head, or okay, after head only you can write. We can write the style here. Style. So we'll take body. Flower bracket. sorry. So here you can write background color colon hash. So which color you want? So here is the color code. Okay, now we can change the color. Okay, so we'll use this color. Okay, done. So this is the hexadecimal color code. Now you can see this. So the color is changed. Okay, it's too dark. What you can do is you can make it light. Okay, some light color only we'll use. Okay, so let it be there. Okay, so save this and then you can run this. So okay, this is how it looks. So the web page and this is the student result system. Now what you can do, we can keep one more picture here. So for that what you can do is, we go to toolbox, image, double click, then go to format, set position, make it absolute. So then you can bring the picture here. So for this picture we require one more picture, so therefore go to images, you can import the picture, so therefore you can add existing item. So now this is saved in Z others, Z extra. So this is all files. Okay, so here is the building picture, so we can add that picture to this image folder. So from that we can link to the image folder, this image to, so image URL, so here is the image URL. Now we can take that picture, so this is the building one. So now you can see that the building will be appear on screen. Okay, so little big, we can reduce the size here. Okay, done. Now in this side you can write some text here, so therefore you can use the label. Again format, set position, make it absolute and then bring it down. So here you can write welcome to our website. Right, so here is the font, so you can change the font name, what font name you want, and size, you want to increase size, that you can do. So the next step is we need to provide a one link to the next page. For that you can use the hyperlink, or you can also use button, or you can use image, or you can use the link button. Fine, so we'll take the link button. So this is the link button. So select the link button again. Okay, now it's selected. So always click on the name, not on the control. So click on the name, selected, then you have to go to format, set position, make it absolute. So then bring it down. So then you can give some content here. Let's say next. So when I say next, we'll take to the next page. For that we need to create one more page. So for that you would go to project. So add new item. So this is the web form. So let it be default 2.xpx, no problem. So click add. So the one more page is created. Now we have to provide the link. Okay, so therefore here is the next. So you can go to font, you can go to name, and then size. Right. Now URL, postback URL. So now it should go to default.2.xpx. Now this is done, right? So now what you can do is, instead of run from here, so we can run the project because the server is already running here. Right click, again click. So here you can see that browse application. This is the localhost, this is the port number. So you select this, so the project will run. So therefore I don't need to go everywhere, run again, close and all. Now we can run from here itself. So now click next. So it will take to the default.2.xpx. Now you can see this is totally empty. Now what we want to do, so what are the content in the first page? You want to make same content for the second page also. Therefore what you can do is you can copy the source, same source, almost same only we want. So before that you just take this picture to the little left side. Okay, go to source. Okay, left 8 pix is there, so let's make it as a 0 fix. Done. So now go to source and then you copy everything. Whatever this page, same page will be created again. So therefore you have to go to default.2, then go to source. This code you remove this, whatever this existing code, in that you replace this. Now you can see that it's same as it is. Now instead of this, we'll take it out this. Now we can bring it little up. Now call it as an admin module. So admin login. Then you can change the background color. Okay, so this is the back color. Okay. Then there is a border color. You can choose some dark border. Border style, solid. Now you can see that it becomes bigger. Make it much more bigger. So then you want to change the font size again. Go to font, expand this, and here you can select size 2. That is already larger, right? Okay, so let's give some numbers, 20, 25. Okay, so it's make it bigger. So same way you record one more, so therefore you can copy, click outside, then you have to paste. I'm sorry. So that when you paste, nothing should selected. Control. No. I think form 1 is this picture is selected. See that this is all selected. Okay, so we don't want to select anything. Okay, now you can paste it. So it's pasted. Now you can see that link button 2 will be there in the properties. So select this and then bring it down. So then you have to give a student login. Give the name as a student login. Now this page is ready. Now we record one more page called the admin login page. For that you need to create that page. Go to project, add new item, web form. So now instead of default you can create as a admin login. .xpx, okay, so that will create it automatically. Okay, so now this is the admin login.xpx. Now we can link that one. So in order to link this, go to postback URL and then select admin login.xpx. So you record one more called as student login. Therefore you have to go to project again, add new item, web form, student login. Student login.xpx. So take care that everything should be created under the project only. So if you create somewhere else, then it's a problem. Okay, this is a student login, this is admin login, fine. Now we can link that. So this is admin login. Now this is the student login. .axpx. Don't link to CS, only link to the axpx. So now save all. So now go to the browser. So here you can see that your first page. Click next. So admin login, student login. Click admin login. So that will come to empty page. So here you need to create the login page. Fine. So the login page is ready. So therefore double click here. Again what you can do, whatever the content is already there here. So we can copy and paste. We can remove whatever we don't want. Okay, no problem. So remove this. Now you can see that this admin login we can keep on the top, and this hyperlink whatever is there we can remove this, and in case you want you can change the background color also, otherwise it's little confusing. Okay, this student login is not required, so we can take it out. So this is admin login. So here you required label and the text boxes. So for labels, so click on label. You have a label here. Format, set position, absolute. So you bring the label here. So call it as user ID. And you required one more, so therefore double click again. And this one is a password. So correspondingly you require two text boxes, so therefore double click on text box 1, 2. So format, set position, absolute. So bring it here. Then text box 1, select from the properties, selected, go to format, set position, make it absolute. Okay, so done. Next you want a button. Double click on the button. So now you got as a login here. So it's designed. Now if you come back to this and if you refresh this, you can see whatever you have done, it is created over there. It's admin login. So here you can type the user ID and here is the password. When you click login, it should log in. Fine. Try this. So in the next video, we'll learn like how to connect to the database and how you can write the C# coding. Thank you.